now, so everyone can see. It's all happening right now. We're gonna make you believe. It's about to get crazy. It's about to go down. It's about to get crazy. It's about to get.
Welcome to Sunday Recap. I'm your host, JB. Present with me is
Chris Cerezo, the magician. Boom.
What's going on, guys? How you guys doing
What's
there? So, Chris, dude, we not have an incredible show today. Number one, we're gonna start out by giving a shout out to our sponsors, Espinosa Cigars and Drew Estate, because they treat us well. So we have to show them love as well.
Of course.
First of all, you know what? Let's start with what we're gonna be smoking today. So a lot of you guys know we always start with a cigar. So we chose the Benedict cigar.
Oh yes.
This one right here is the actual Churchill. This is a Habano Ecuadorian, which it has a Habano Ecuador wrapper, Sumatra binder, and then the filler is Dominican Republic, but he doesn't say what it is. So and it's a medium. It's a medium to full cigar that we're going with. And then Chris, what are you going to be pairing your cigar with today, sir?
So I'm going to be pairing my cigar with the Woodinville straight bourbon whiskey.
All right.
So 90% proof, 45 alcohol.
All right. And supposedly that one won a couple of awards as well, right?
It did. It did win with a couple of awards. The 2020 Best Straight Bourbon and Double Gold.
And what show was that?
That was the San Francisco World Spirits Competition.
All right, nice. And then obviously we have to go with the Iconic Smoker drinking glasses because you know that's just we have to show love to ourselves. And this is an overall view of everything that we are having today. So welcome. Today's show is going to be very special. We have somebody who is very unique to the cigar industry as a whole. I'm going to have him do his introduction because he has such a exquisite voice and the way he talks just makes you know it's him. So I'm gonna bring him on real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. My dog, how you doing, brother?
Hey, what's happening, family? Good morning, family. Today is gonna be another great day. It is me. It is I, Lee Mac 912. I started to put in my name there, just a dude in his garage, but it wouldn't fit across the bottom of the screen.
Wow, that's a lot of energy, isn't it?
Hey, bro, listen, if you watch his show, number one, first of all, let's start with who you are. And then I love, there's two parts to it, right? You always say New Jersey and Maryland. I'll let you do that part, but
yeah, I'm a New Jersey boy, born and bred, always will be a Jersey boy. Currently living in Maryland. Came down this way for work. Started smoking cigars about 6 years ago at a bad time in my life. So cigars kind of helped bring me up out of the gutter. And so therefore, that's when more than 6 years ago, I started saying I'm going to have a great day because things was just going rough. But Lee Mac 912, that's what they call me online. Leander McClain is my government name. So, anybody that owes me money, you could look me up and send my money. That'll be just fine. I'm just a dude in my garage smoking cigars. I love cigars. I love the community. I love what we have here. And I don't know. You tell me what else you want to know.
So
Well, hold on, man. I do have a question for you, and I want to know how
hold on, Chris. Hold on. So I'm gonna cut you off this time. Can we light the cigars and ask what we're gonna smoke first and get ready? Yeah, bro. If we're gonna have a cigar conversation, we need cigars, right? I'm going to my Sean Christian cigar bag. This is the one from the Barn Smoker. This is the one I carry to every Barn Smoker. So remember, the Barn Smokers are coming. So get ready and get ready to see mine.
Custom Iconic Smokers Sean Christian cigar bag. So, and obviously I already took out my cigar to let it air out a little bit. My Benedict cigar.
And see, because I'm a guy in my garage, I got my custom plastic baggie. So,
Man, but it's all right.
So what are you smoking, brother?
I am going to be smoking today from Luciano the Dreamer. It is a beautiful Lancero cigar made by Ace Prime. Got a chance to talk to Luciano at the trade show and again last night on a Zoom call. I mean, man, what an excellent brother. And if you don't know his story, one of these days you might want to talk to Luciano.
Yes, sir. We'll definitely look into him.
Very nice.
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
So what I really want to know is, and how this really came to be, because I've been watching a couple of your episodes and everything else, but you have this one shirt and it says Cigar Opinionator. What is up with that?
That's my boy Cowboy's shirt. Cowboy is from St. Louis. He's got a channel as well, Cowboyism. It's Cowboy with a K, not with a C. And Cowboy, when he does his reviews, he always says, well, that's just my take on it. So he's like, I'm not a cigar reviewer. I'm just a cigar opinionist. I give you my opinion on the cigar. I'm a cigar opinionist.
Man, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the reason we're smoking this particular brand today, which is Benedict Cigars, is because on Thursday, the Iconic Smokers will be down at Ash's Cigars, located in beautiful Miami, Florida, and he will be having a tasting event. So if you guys are free and you want to have a cigar, come on down, enjoy. And then obviously, JB and the Magician will be in the building. So you're going to get some pictures, you're going to get some videos, and then we're going to have a good old time. And then plus, you already know we're going to drop them photos in the album. So whatever happens, it ain't Vegas. So it's going to show.
Careful. Gotta be careful then.
So you have a show, iROBUSTO.com, right? And you have a hashtag, which is MITM cigar. So
that is correct.
Can you please go into that and explain to us what that is?
So iROBUSTO is a show that was started with myself, my two partners, Hyacinth and Mark. One is they're both in Spain, and one is in Spain via New York, and one is Spain via England. That's just kind of where they settled down. For the last 6 years, we've been doing this show, and I think it's a great show. I look forward to doing it every week. We get together, we smoke the same cigar, and we give our opinions on it. So what's interesting in it is you got two guys and one woman. You got two black folks, one white dude. You got one guy that's been smoking 25 years. You got one dude that's only smoking 6 years. Hyacinth is probably splitting in the middle. So we have a lot of different experiences and we have a lot of different opinions. And so it's interesting how some days we come together and we do meet in the middle and say, yep, this is a great cigar, or yep, this is a terrible cigar. Other days we are just all over the place, off the map with it.
Oh man, all right.
Well, you know what? Cheers to that. I'm gonna be doing my iced coffee, and you got that bourbon. So,
oh yeah.
What are you doing, sir? Some water today?
I got a little water this morning. I was a little dehydrated this morning. I got to get ready. Got a lot of smoking to do later on in the day as we do the show and all this other stuff.
So
is that mineral water?
It is not. It's plain old water.
Oh, okay. No, I ask.
So your show goes on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, correct?
We've moved it to 7:15 on the iROBUSTO channel on YouTube.
Okay.
But you say you're the longest running cigar reviewers on YouTube?
Longest running cigar show on the planet.
Cigar show on the planet. Wow. That's interesting. So
And
go ahead. Sorry.
how'd you guys get together? That's what I've been. I mean, you see, I'm jumping all over Chris just the three of you guys, because when I watch the show, one opinion's on the left, the other one's on the right, the other guy's standing in the middle, like, yo, y'all need to bring it in.
Right. So I had started doing my own show on the YouTube channel. So I was doing cigar reviews. I was kind of just getting started or whatever. And Mark was doing some other things. Mark and Hyacinth were doing some other things in a different industry. But Mark has always been the cigar smoker. He's an OG in the game, and he knows a lot. He used to work in a cigar shop, and he's been smoking a long time. So he actually found me, and he said, "Hey, listen, you want to do a show? Maybe you and I could do something." And at first I told him no. I said that would be kind of boring. Who wants to listen to us talk about cigars? So at some point he mentioned that his wife also smoked cigars, but she didn't do a whole lot of stuff online. I said, "Oh, well, let's talk to your wife then." Now, I think the three of us, I think that might be something. And I tell you, we got together, and ever since then, it's been magic. Sometimes we are like a dysfunctional family. We've been around each other so long. We know each other. Sometimes we get upset, at each other's ways, but we understand that those are just our ways. But you know what? When it comes time to record the show on Sunday, we are always excited to get together and record the show. It's just a lot of fun.
I don't know about that sometimes part because you guys go at it, but right, that's number one. But me and Chris do the same thing, and we try to tailor it back when we jump on the show. But as soon as the camera go off, he walk around with some makeup talking about that ain't a black guy. That's just stuff or whatever. But since you do your show on YouTube, right, with the impending shutdown of cigar shows on YouTube, where will you go?
Don't know. I think one of the front runners right now is Odyssey. I've heard some people talk about Library. I even thought maybe Instagram might be a place the other day. And just yesterday, I got a video that was taken down for copyright infringement or something like that. It was an old video. So I don't know. And the thing is, all of the other platforms, there's nothing right now that has the audience or the eyes or the ease of use as YouTube does. So I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know, but we are slowly being squeezed out. And the funny thing is, if you being on YouTube as well, in the last week and a half, we got 2 new updated terms of service. And one of the interesting terms in there says, we have the right to advertise on your channel, whether you are profiting from it or not. That's the long and short of it.
Yeah, no, I definitely read it. What we do is we run our show here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram as we speak or whatever. But we have some other avenues that we're going to be trying as well to see if if this impending day does fall on us, we have some backup plans to go to move forward.
So, well, yeah, obviously. But anyways, would you guys consider yourselves like cigar reviewers? I mean, what do you guys consider like your show as? Like a cigar reviewer show, or just guys commenting and trying out cigars, or what?
Oh, I would say that we are cigar reviewers. That is what we do because we are smoking cigars and really giving you our opinion on it. We are trying to let you know whether we think it's a good cigar, a bad cigar, who might like the cigar. But more than anything, we want to show you that there's 3 different opinions on a cigar. So, that gives you the idea, whether you are a new cigar smoker, an old cigar smoker, man, woman, whatever. We just like giving you the difference in opinion. So, yeah, and I love the fact that we have different opinions, because there are some cigars, like I'll be smoking it and Mark and I will say, man, it's peppery. And Hyacinth will say, I don't know what you guys are smoking. I don't get any pepper at all.
Yeah. I definitely saw that.
All that does depend on your palate, doesn't it?
It does, but then it makes you wonder why other days that we'll smoke a cigar and we all get exactly the same thing.
But
makes you wonder.
Speaking of that, you just did a review on the Cohiba Miami edition that was made out of El Titan Cigar Factory by Willie Herrera. And then you guys, at the end of the show, you basically said that you guys are going to revisit it in December. I can't wait to see when you revisit it, because you mentioned the comment saying that you either smoke a cigar right when you get it, or you got to wait some time to smoke it and to get that flavor profile. So, how do you choose what cigars to revisit and what's not worth revisiting?
We normally don't revisit a cigar, but I'm going to tell you, that cigar was so expensive and there was so much hype around it. And the review and the experience to me was almost bad, that it was like, man, maybe there's something going wrong here with me. Maybe the cigar is not ready. And I've been noticing the last year or so that I feel a lot of cigars have been rushed to the market because the supply lines have been shut down. People are not able to get what they need. So when they get it, they need something to sell. So they push it out sooner rather than later. So that just happened to be one of those rare times when we said, you know what, we're going to smoke this again.
Oh, all right. Do you believe that like a negative review or anything like that would help or hurt, a cigar brand or the cigar industry or anything?
So yeah, so I've had a change of heart, I guess, since I went out to Vegas and came back from the trade show, because there are cigars that I have smoked in. When I'm hanging out with my boys or whatever, we say, man, this cigar is straight trash. That's just trash. There ain't no word around it. It's trash, So, and I've gotten online and said, this cigar is trash and you shouldn't smoke it. But now
would that be like a Perdomo brand?
No, but I'm gonna tell you, there's some Cohibas that I have smoked that I go, all right, I don't know what y'all are doing, but this ain't it. This ain't it. So when somebody like me or any other cigar reviewer that has more than a couple of people that follow them gets on and says, hey, this cigar is terrible, there are a lot of people that won't buy it. So, negative cigar reviews does hurt sales. It does. It does. They do hurt sales. So then you have to walk a tightrope and say, am I an honest guy and I'm just going to tell you what I think about it? Or am I going to be the guy that's selling out to the industry and telling you is good when it's not good? There are just some cigars that are just going to be bad.
But definitely that's one of the reasons why I truly respect your show, and I truly respect your opinion and the opinion of your co-host, because you guys are no holds bar. Although you're sponsored, your sponsorship has nothing to do with your reviews or your opinions. And that's why I love, because you're giving it straight from the what I call the geekers aspect, right? Because we're still nerds of the industry, and then we of the love of the leaf, and then our honest opinion is our honest opinion, and being the fact that freedom of speech is one of the biggest things that we fight for here in the United States. I do credit you for what you do, and you definitely deserve a round of applause for that, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, he does.
Yep, I appreciate that. We have to be able to give an opinion and say, you know what, I just didn't like it. Like I said, I'm smoking this cigar that Luciano made. We were on the Zoom call with him last night. He was talking about the Mil Diaz. And so our sponsors are Black Lion Luxuries over there, blacklionluxuries.com. We've got a cigar month club store, all that other good stuff. But, they love the cigar. And Luciano says, I love the cigar. John Huber, he loves the cigar. And he says it's a great, complex cigar. I smoke it and I go, You know, so I just don't feel the same way that they do about the cigar. But that doesn't mean it's bad, because I have a lot of folks that follow me that said, I've learned that our palates are different. So if you say it's good, I probably won't like it. If you say you don't like it, I better go try it.
Yo, with that said, we're going to go into a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. My name is Pedro Gomez. I am the factory spokesperson by E.S.T, and today I would like to introduce to the world a very interesting cigar line. That one is called the Factory Smokes. We got 4 different presentations. So the first presentation, we got the Factory Smoke Maduro. The second one is the Factory Smoke Sun Grown. The third one is the Factory Smoke Connecticut Shade, which is the one that I'm smoking right here. And the last one but not least, that's the Factory Smoke Sweet. Those are those cigars, the type of cigar that a lot of people think about it when they are doing their homework up there, you know, cutting the grass, cleaning the pool, taking the kids to the park. Well, guess what? Today, we are introducing to the world a very good cigar that is a mild to medium, and it has a very good price. So check this out. You're gonna find this cigar in every single cigar store all across the United States. The traditional ones comes in a 25 count bundle, while the sweet comes in a 20 bundle. The cool thing about it is that we got different sizes as well, because in the sweet we got the Robusto, we got the Toro, we got the Churchill, and we got the Bellicoso. While in the traditional we got the Robusto, we got the Churchill, we got the Toro, and we got the Gordito. Yes, so check that out, because we got this smoke right here, friendly to your wallet, good to your palate, and everybody's gonna be happy, so don't miss this one out.
So those are some factory smokes that come out of Drew Estate. I love factory smokes, not only Drew Estate, but I like different factory smokes from different from different spots. Now, you came down to Miami and you visited El Titan in person, and you got to smoke some of their cigars, and you were checking out their rollers and everything like that. How was that experience?
Oh man, I've been there twice, and I love it. It's a wonderful experience to be able to go in there and talk to Sandy and see the rollers, and she'll take you into the aging room, and you walk in, it just smells like you stepped in that cigar heaven, you know. And what's cool about it is when you see all of those cigars, none of them have bands on it, so you don't know what they are, but you know that you're looking at some iconic, I'm going to use y'all's word, some iconic cigars that are going to be coming out of that factory. So, and it's really cool. It's not a big place at all, but it's been there for a while.
Well, I guess we'll be expecting a check in the mail from the word iconic, right?
Hey, man. So, look, we don't review cigars, right? But I do have to ask this question. Are cigar reviewers necessary?
I think they are. And I'm kind of biased, of course, but every day we have a lot of folks that are picking up the hobby. And just like I did when I first started smoking cigars, the first thing I did was go to YouTube and figure out, well, how do I cut this and how do I light it and what am I supposed to do with it? I didn't know. So I needed somebody to tell me about that. The other thing is I would go into the shop and I tell the story about this experience. One of the very first experiences, I said, well, I'm new and this, that, whatever. And the guy sells me a Ashton VSG. And I'm going, oh, he's like, it's rated very high. I'm like, yeah, okay, good. Way too strong for me, wasn't the right cigar and all of that. But if you have a good cigar reviewer, and there are a lot of good ones out here, you can go and watch and listen to what they tell you about the cigar, and you say, oh, okay, yeah, that sounds like what I like. If you like a peppery cigar, they'll tell you, hey, this is peppery. You say, yes, that sounds like what I like. You don't like pepper, guy tells you it's peppery, you say, no, I better stay away from that one.
Okay. So what would you consider as like a peppery cigar, or what would be like, I don't know, when you first started out, right? I mean, you said it was a very downtime in your life, you know, and whatever. So what turned you on to the cigar world, basically?
Oh yeah, that's a good story. So I was going through an ugly divorce, and so I was sitting on the porch, and at that time we used to have newspapers, and I believe it was Famous Smoke had a coupon in the newspaper. They wanted your address or email address to be able to send you a catalog. So you cut out the coupon and send it in, and they were going to send you a free cigar. And the cigar they sent me was a Cuba Cuba. So I didn't know how to smoke it or whatever. I figured out how to do that. I sat on the porch and I smoked it. So now I'm thinking it's like a cigarette. This thing is going to last like, a few minutes and it'll be over. But what happened was this thing took me like 45 minutes or an hour to smoke. And I realized when I finished smoking it, I was so much calmer that I was like, man, I really like this. I need that again. And that was kind of what took me into it, and then I'm kind of, like you said, a geeky nerd when it comes to all things. I wanted to learn everything I could about these cigars. Why is this one this way? And why is that one that way? Why does this taste like this? So then I got really into it.
Nice.
I noticed you and your counterpart co-host, you guys don't really stick to like a flavor wheel. You guys like use a lot of different adjectives to describe the cigars. And how'd you come up with this encyclopedia of words that you now utilize? Because you have coined a few phrases I've noticed on your show as well.
Life. That's all it is. It's life is there. You can tell me about the taste of, I don't know, oak wood, moss on oak wood on the south side of a forest in South Carolina. If I've never been there, I can't tell you what that tastes like. But I might be able to tell you what red Kool-Aid tastes like, and somebody else might understand what that tastes like. So if I say, this kind of reminds you a little bit of red Kool-Aid, or you remember that little dipping thing, you put the stick in there and you taste the powder, it's kind of sugary and not that sweet. So all of those things, that's life. So those things, some people might be able to relate to. Mark is better with a lot of the flavors than I am, but we try to be real with it and say, what does it taste like? And there's times when you say, I don't know what it tastes like.
Yeah, definitely. And then the other thing you do is the price points. You guys discuss price points, which is dope, because you're like, how much do you think this costs? Because apparently you guys, obviously all three of you smoke the same cigar at the same time on the show, whatever like that.
Right.
But you guys do the price point, and you kind of like, I guess, I don't know how your innards work, if you send them the cigars or if they go out and seek them, but like when you guys do it, you always ask that. And I thought that was so cool, especially like with some of the last reviews that you did. And then they put out their guesstimate, like the Price is Right of what it costs. And I thought that was so incredible.
Yeah. So the way it works is those cigars all come out of the same box. Mine are shipped to me. Those are shipped overseas. So we all have the same cigars out of the same box. And Mark doesn't know. It just turns out to be his personality. Hyacinth and I will do some research beforehand and find out what's in the cigar and all that other good stuff. Mark just puts on his hat and lights up the cigar and goes, here I am. So it just kind of evolved that he was the guy that didn't really know much about what he was smoking, and we knew everything about it. But because he has been smoking so long and has such a good memory and good knowledge of the cigars, he began to guess what was in the cigar. And he could look at it and go, yep, that looks like that's a Habano wrapper. That's San Andres. Yeah, that tastes like, this type of Nicaraguan tobacco. So it became a game, and then the price was just, we'll just add that on to it, So sometimes you have a good price and sometimes you have a bad price, but, it's just a fun game that we play on the show.
Nice. So you mentioned you went to TPE 2021. What was your experience at TPE 2021?
So if you follow my channel, Lee Mac 912 on YouTube, I gotta put a shout out for my own channel. I've been doing reviews that I have there. In fact, we have one coming out after your show shortly today with Francisco Almonte of Dominican Big Leaguer Cigars. It was a great time. I had a great time. Other than my knees being sore for a week afterwards, it was a great time. And what I like about it is that the TPE is not only cigars, it's other tobacco products. The other side of the carpet has got the CBD and I'm going to call them the marijuana products and all of that. So you get your hemp rolling papers. I learned all about what Delta 8 is and where that's coming from. I learned how a lot of them are exactly like we are. They're doing crop to shop type operations. And the things that we use the CBD oil for is just great for pain, anxiety, even your dog and your pets and all of these other things. So I did a lot of interviews. I brought home a whole bunch of the CBD products. Some I can use, some I can't. But I'll tell you, when I went back to the hotel room at night, I was like, what's this? All right, this is for pain. I'm rubbing this on my knees. I'm going to have to take a chance with it.
Yeah, man. No, definitely. Was that your first TPE or which one number was it for you?
No, it was my first trade show, tobacco trade show.
Really?
So first everything. First time I'd ever been there. Yep.
Wow.
Well, there's a first time for everything, huh?
Yeah, and I got an opportunity to meet you on the trade floor. The only thing I regret is that we didn't get a picture together, but I'm gonna screenshot this so everybody smile. There we go. And then that's it. That was actually my first TPE experience. But I've gone to several different trade shows. I'm involved in trade shows behind the scenes and everything like that. So, but while I'm at the trade show, although I'm committing work for different companies, I also do my own work for Iconic Smoker. So then I'll start doing the walk around, try to get some interviews in and everything like that. I'm actually going to be going to PCA. So for all the people who want a PCA, get ready because the Iconic Smokers is gonna be at PCA, baby. Man. I ain't gonna be there all them days. Don't try me like that. Don't think you finna catch me for like 4 days or 5 days on the floor. I'll probably be there a day early and 2 days at the show, and then I gotta come back to work because this train never stops. But so you're going to PCA as well, sir?
No, I am not. I'm going to skip PCA. I won't be out there with you, but.
Well, PCA is it's like the Super Bowl of conventions and everything like that. So if you've gone to TPE, please, within the next couple years, please make it out there. I'd love to have you on the floor with me because I mean, it's definitely a different show. I mean, the booths are more extravagant. It's dedicated 100, I would say almost 100% dedicated to cigars and cigar accessories. So it's definitely different from anything else you've ever done. And if you thought, TPE was good, PCA is good as well because it brings a different aspect. So it's more like TPE, you have more down to earth, you can have conversations, everything like that. PCA is like business, like everybody's dressed up. Like, I mean, it's like going to church, boy. Everybody trying to impress their mama. You know what I mean? Like, you got that. So it's definitely nice, man. But
so let me ask you a question about that. So do they have the same caliber of models at the PCA, or the models stay home?
Okay, seeing as how I've been married to my lovely wife for the past 15 years, and I can only speak on the basis of the other people that were at the show, and the fact that my co-host's wife is always in our audience, and I just want to make that very clear. That
what models?
At the show, yes, there are.
Yeah, we don't know what you're talking about, man.
At the show, there are some models, male and female, walking around, and then they do impress you. But for TPE, but for PCA, we the caliber changes. And you if you think about it, more of the models came from the cannabis and THC and your pipe tobacco. I mean your paraphernalia side of the trade show. You know what I mean? Like me, I was walking down the strip. I went across the smoking area, and then I made a left turn and ended up at a stripper pole. But that was on the trade floor. I just want to make that clear. That only happened on the trade floor. It didn't happen in real life. You know what I mean? But it's definitely different. But you get your money's worth. And it's a very elegant show at that. But you truly enjoy it, but it's a very different show. The events that they put on are amazing. I can't wait for this year's opening party. I'm not gonna say why, but when you got some Martha Stewart information, you definitely got to hold on to it. But it'll be interesting. You know what I mean? And I'm definitely trying to bring out a couple guys with me and everything. I'm hoping that I get a lot more. I get to see a lot of the faces like the reviewers and everything, and not just the majors that I always talk to on a regular, but I want the guys who are up and coming as well, because we all do our craft and a different art. You know, like your show and our show are like on two different realms, but we bring different things to the table that individuals enjoy in our own rights. You know,
yeah,
which is beautiful. You know what I mean?
So I just want to bring something up as well, if you got a minute. I just want to say that, you know, we all kind of need to support each other because we all are in this industry that we love. It's like, you know, now I'm wearing a T-shirt from my nephew, Ron Real, says, "Be driven, never motivated." I've been wearing my hat all week from Cigar Show. Tim is another one of my brothers. You know, if you look on my board in the back, if you're able to read it, I've got stickers from a whole bunch of other cigar reviewers and say, you know what? We are in competition, but it's like the same as those cigar companies. We all make the same thing. We all want our products to sell and be successful, but I want you to be successful as well.
Yeah, and that's why, and you just hit the nail on the head for me. And that's like one of the heartbeats of our show, because we want all the cigar reviewers. So if you have any buddies who'd like to be interviewed by us, they're more than welcome to come on. You know, I met you at the trade show, and I immediately reached out to you. You were kind enough to want to come on to the show. We do interview cigar companies and different people of all aspects of the company, but because me being on the corporate side, I usually try to go after the corporate guys. But I realize that, you know, that's not the most important thing to everybody. So I do try to blend and do a melody once a month of a variety of companies, not only the apparel or whatever. Like I'm wearing my Espinosa Elite shirt. Obviously, you know, if you ain't elite, you ain't nothing. I just want to put that, right. So Espinosa Elite, we just dropped
sell.
we just dropped our welcome package. So I wanted to make sure that everybody knows that if you ain't on the bus, man, hey, you're gonna have to walk. So you know. Nice. And then we're getting ready for that. Obviously, I have on my Iconic Smoker hat. Chris has on his hat and shirt as well. And the reason we do that is because for us, it's a lifestyle, not a club. So we live this on a daily basis. So I want to make sure that everybody understands that, yeah, although you may not be wearing our particular brand or whatever, you can wear whatever you want. You're always welcome. You know, in church, they say, come as you are. That's how we want it to be here. So, you know, how can people find you, brother?
Oh, so all over social media, Lee Mac 912. You can find me everywhere. Instagram, Facebook is under my. I got a Lee Mac 912 cigar review page, and YouTube Lee Mac 912. Just Google Lee Mac 912, and you'll run into me somewhere.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, man. So on and is there anything else you'd like to add before we go ahead and close this show out?
And listen, I just want to thank you for bringing me on. One of the things that I have set to myself as a goal when I came back from the trade show was trying to find a way to unify different subsets of smokers. I know there are a lot of great folks out there that I know, and they've got big groups and good followings, and they know each other, and this group knows each other, but the two don't interact and they don't intermingle. So I'm working on something to try to bring some of those things together. But I thank you for having me on. It was nice meeting you. Have a good time at the PCA. I know. Shout out to Mrs. Magician. Hey, Mrs. Magician.
Hey, Mrs. Magician.
but as I was saying about the models, I said, you know, I go to Cigar Fest every year. I said, man, Cigar Fest needs to take a page for these models. Good.
Hey, but you know, man, being a gentleman that you went through a divorce and everything like that, and now you're on the market, you definitely want to you definitely want a caliber of women that can take away.
No. There is a Mrs. Lee Mac 912. We've been married for 12 years. She's on the other side of the door as well, but you know, she is my lovely wife, and I love her to death. But hey, listen, good booger, you know.
Well, I got one more question for you, man.
Yes, sir.
What is up with your daily posts? They're like about a minute long, and dude, they are so high energy and so positive that, I mean, what's the deal with that?
So I'm gonna go back to as my man said, some things happen in church, and you know, sometimes we have a saying in church which says you're preaching to the choir. So you know, the choir is already on board with you. So Again, it's one of those things. What I say on all of my posts is, hey, listen, when you get up in the morning, you need to say to yourself, it's going to be another great day, because your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between the truth and a lie. So when I do those posts in the morning, I really started doing it for myself, because I needed to get up in the morning, first thing in the morning, high energy, and say, you know what? Today is going to be another great day. And what better way to do it than to put on some music that I like, to just kind of get my heart rate pumping or whatever. So I was doing it for myself. And at that point, I was still working before I retired. And at some point, I was like, okay, I feel good, so I'm going to stop doing it. And literally one day at work, I had 3 people walk up and say, hey, bro, what's up with the morning message? I get used to seeing those, what's up with the morning message? So it was confirmation to me that other people were watching it, other people were enjoying it, other people needed that little inspiration or whatever. So I was like, well, let me just keep doing it. And for me, it's a lot of fun. So I do it. If it only takes us a minute in the morning to just get up and just say good morning, and not only just me. And so this is where you use your platform for good, and it spreads, right? My grandson now is 8, and he has a cell phone, and he'll text me in the morning. He'll say, good morning, Fassa. So he's watching it every day. My grandkids will watch it. A shout out to the Bones family over in Ireland. His whole family, he said he started telling his kids when they go out to school, it's going to be another great day. When he would ask them when they got home, how was the day today? And they say, Dad, today was a great day. Shout out to my man, Matt Bailey. Same thing in his family. He would go there and say, it's a great day. And they'll go, yeah, Dad, it's a great day. He said, I don't think I hear you, though. It's a great day, ain't it? And it's like, Dad, it's a great day. And so those type of things really get down into your subconscious mind. And you don't know that, because you don't know what's going on. But when you say it's a great day, oh, man, we could talk for hours about all of the crap that's been going on bad in a lot of my great days. If I didn't have that, I don't know how I would have made it through.
So shout out to Leslie, the mail lady. Shout out to Julie. Let's see who else we got on here. Frank Cannon. It's just Manny, who is also repping. It looks like Ash. There's, what is this? Ashhead Cigar Junkie TV.
Oh, that's my brother, Ashhead Cigar Junkie TV. He's another channel. Check out on YouTube as well.
Yeah, man.
He does cigar reviews.
So one more time, if you guys would love to come on this show, all you got to do is reach out to us. We're very simplistic. You send us an email, messenger, or whatever like that. Try to do it within some reasonable hours, because I be getting messages like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll be like, hey, I don't live on the West Coast. This is the East Coast. We go to sleep early, 3 hours. So just work with us. And I do thank you for your time, brother. You were an amazing guest. I'd love to have you and the rest of your crew on the show again in the coming days. You know what I mean? We'll see what we can work out. And I hope to keep rocking with you. And then I'm definitely going to be supporting you. And then, obviously I'm going to hit up your website and see if I can get one of your stickers so I could put on my sticker wall, because we got a sticker wall out back. And we do like a whole little thing when we add a sticker to it. It's like so.
I got you. Just text me your address, man. That's easy.
All right, brother. All right. So we'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Well, guys, that is the show. You know what I mean? And Chris, what do you think about that bourbon, bro? Because
this bourbon's great. It's nice, smooth, and it's definitely a must get.
So you chose that. So did it pair well with the cigar?
Most definitely, yes.
Okay, so that means that we might be doing this for the event, huh? So and that's Thursday at Ashes.
Yes, sir.
And you guys can catch us there. We'll be hanging out 6:30, 7 o'clock. I'll probably get there. Who knows, man? I'll probably bring the mobile equipment, and then we'll go live and we'll talk to some of you guys on the floor and everything, and we'll get into the whole aspect of the industry, and we can chat it up and everything like that. But we'll show the world how Miami does and shows out. So on that note, I'm gonna say peace, and we'll catch you on the next one.